Greetings, welcome, and thank you for clicking. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing, and I'm so honored to bring you another choose one of 3 card reading for your monthly messages. Welcome September. Now, I don't know about you, but I love September. Here where I am in central Pennsylvania, it is a great time of year, and no matter where you are in the world, I hope it is a great time of year for you as well. Now, if you are new to these readings, this is how it works. You choose number 1, 2, or 3, and there is a corresponding 5-card reading for your monthly messages. Now, if you know what your number is, it is down below. You can click on the link to get there straight away. But if you don't know what your number is, I'm going to provide you with an opportunity to close your eyes and allow the number 1, 2, or 3 to reveal itself to you. Please join me in taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. We're going to clear away everything that's come before, everything that's coming later, and focus in on this blessed present moment. Itself for your September. What is your number? 1, 2, or 3? Greetings, number 1. Welcome, number 1, to your September messages. Number 1, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card is the 6 of Swords, number 1, the 6 of Swords. Great. I've got some clear things coming up for you for your September with this card, but let's see what else we have. Your angel card, number 1, is Akasha, who says, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, angels, for this message. Beautiful, number 1. Number 1, your archangel card is clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel says, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Thank you, Archangel Raziel. Beautiful, number 1. Well, number 1, definitely there are some clear messages here for you for your September. Your runes, you had 2 Viking runes, number 1. We have the rune of signals, absolutely. And we have the rune of joy. The rune of joy as well, number 1. And finally, we have your Breathe Easy card is peace. I am peaceful. Peace comes when we allow all expectations to float away. I breathe in acceptance of the ways others express their point of view. I am filled with happiness as I achieve my own personal peace in the world. I breathe out hatred and intolerance. Yes, beautiful number one for your September. So, number one, it's very clear that September is really a time, an opportunity for you to recognize and to claim that spiritual teacher role. Now, number one, you may be thinking, what, me? Now, I personally believe that all of us are spiritual teachers, that we don't have to have a Reiki business to be a spiritual teacher. By the way, if you're interested in being a Reiki business owner and having a Reiki business, I got a program for that. Build your Reiki business. There's a link down below to learn more. But being a spiritual teacher doesn't just mean having a Reiki business, reading cards, being a medium, offering messages. Being a spiritual teacher also happens in the grocery store. It also happens when we're driving in traffic. It also happens when we are interacting with our children or grandkids. The opportunity to step into the spiritual teacher role is all around us in every moment. And so, number one, for your September, stepping into that spiritual teacher role may very well mean something like Reiki business, card reading, clairvoyance, messages, whatever it might mean, but it can also mean just in the everyday, moment to moment life that we experience. So, definitely, number one, don't discount the power of those moments because indeed they are no less impactful or important than having a Reiki business or reading cards or fill in the blank. So, number one, you're being encouraged to embrace that role this month in whatever way it means to you, in whatever way it resonates with you. It's a time for you, number one, to really assess in your life your journey, what's gotten you to this point, and what lies ahead. And what lies ahead in terms of that spiritual teacher role. So, number one, for September, this is a really great opportunity for you to take some time to reflect upon your journey, how you have already been acting as a spiritual teacher, maybe in ways that you haven't even realized it, and how you can more fully embody that role, not only in September, but indeed for the distance of your journey. So, looking into the distance, how you can more fully recognize, claim, and embody that spiritual teacher role. In other words, number one, what do you want that to look like into your future as you gaze upon the journey before you, as you consider the unfolding of your own life's journey? How do you want that spiritual teacher role to look? How do you want to show up in that role? How do you want to live that role? And it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. And number one, there's no wrong answer here. It's really all about what resonates with you and what feels right to you. And so September is absolutely a great opportunity for you to recognize how you've already shown up as the teacher, to recognize how you are showing up as the teacher, and to ask yourself how you want to more fully embody that role in September and moving forward beyond September. So, number one, it's a beautiful, beautiful time for you to really consider your own spiritual teacher role. And again, number one, to not discount all of the small ways that really are much more impactful than we might recognize or realize. Now, number one, you're also being encouraged to notice the signs all around you. So, Archangel Raziel is here encouraging you, helping you, helping you to more fully step into that role. So very clearly, we also have the rune here of signals, number one. Very clearly, you're being encouraged to pay attention to the signs that are coming to you about your spiritual teacher role, the messages that you might be receiving, the signs that you might be seeing, hearing, feeling about that spiritual teacher role. What I'm getting for you very clearly, number one, is that throughout September, you might get a little inkling to say something, to offer some encouragement, to give some guidance. You're being encouraged to follow that. And so when you hear that little voice saying, oh, mention this, offer this, give this encouragement, offer this guidance, go ahead and listen to that and do it. Okay? So, number one, it's a time for you to listen to the signs, listen to the messages, the voices that say, yes, offer encouragement. Yes, share your story. Yes, help someone, whether that's in the grocery store or in the checkout line, picking cantaloupes, or online in a group, wherever it might be. Number one, it's time to listen to those messages and to more fully step into that spiritual teacher role, even in the smallest of moments, because indeed, those very small moments can have a much bigger impact than we might realize. So, number one, listen to those signs and signals. Now, there's also encouragement here for you. Number one, that what I'm getting for you is that at times you may be feeling some uncertainty around that spiritual teacher role. You may be feeling some hesitancy, and you may be feeling feelings of who, me? Yes, indeed. Number one, in order to help you with that, you're being encouraged to lean on joy. This is the rune of joy, to lean on joy during the month of September. You know, we often have this idea that spiritual teachers are very, we have the image of the monk who's meditating and very holy and, almost detached and almost emotionless in that sense of just Om, right? Well, absolutely. We have the image of the laughing Buddha. We've got the image of the joyful spirits and angels. Bring that joy with you into your spiritual teachings, number one, because spiritual teaching does not need to be stoic and fixed and just very wise in a very grounded kind of sense. Bring the joy in the spiritual teachings for the month of September, number one. Ask what brings you joy, lean into that, and even see if there might be some opportunity to bring some spiritual teachings in those moments of joy as well. So, like when you're playing with the kids, or you are crafting, sewing, whatever it is, where's the joy? You're with your crafting friends, sewing up a storm. Is there an opportunity there to bring encouragement and compassion and to uplift others as you are stitching? Yes, indeed, probably there is. So find the joy in the spiritual teachings, and find the spiritual teachings in the joy as well, number one. Number one, finally, we have peace. We've got peace. Peace is so powerful. And peace is a way to encourage others as well. And so, in those moments of spiritual teaching, not only where is the joy, can you bring the joy? Can you find the joy? Can you find the spiritual teaching in the joy? But also this month, number one, in the peace. Can you find the peace? Can you bring the peace? Number one, can you be the peace? Oftentimes, the greatest spiritual teaching is not in what we say, it's in how we live. The greatest spiritual teaching is not in what we tell others to do, but rather in how we show up, the energy that we bring, the way in which we live our lives. And so, number one, what would it look like for September to walk through the world as that fully embodied spiritual teacher? Without having to say anything, without having to offer guidance, without having to pull cards or give messages, without having to send Reiki. What about simply exuding that spiritual teacher energy in the way in which you live your own life, in the way in which you show up? That, I believe, is very much this kind of energy. And so, number one, how can you bring that energy throughout your September in order to encourage others on their journey? Number one, I'm sending lots of blessings and best wishes to embodying that spiritual teacher that you are in September and beyond, and in bringing the joy, bringing the peace, and in allowing that to just emanate from you for your September. Thank you so much, number one. As always, if this is helpful, beneficial, if you enjoyed this or even just found this funny, please feel free to share. Send to a friend, comment below, number one. Let us know that you're number one. Even let us know how you are showing up as a spiritual teacher in your September. Thank you so very much, number one. Subscribe, like, all of the things. It really helps. I'm sending you so many blessings and best wishes for helping others throughout the month of September. Thank you, number one. Greetings, number two. Welcome, number two, to your September 2023 messages. Number two, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card is the Ace of Pentacles, number two. The Ace of Pentacles. Wonderful. I love it for you for your September number two. I'll tell you why in a minute. Number two, we have for your September, your angel card is Rosetta. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. Okay, great. Number two, I've got clear messages coming up for you on both of these cards. So let's see what else we have. Your Archangel card is Comfort. Yep. Oh, yes. Got that very clearly. Thanks, angels. Comfort. Archangel Azrael says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Thank you so very much, angels, for the comfort for us, number two. Beautiful. Number two, you had two Viking runes. They are the rune of love, the rune of partnership, also sometimes called the rune of love. I'll talk about that in a minute, number two. And the rune of the self, the rune of the self. And finally, number two, we've got your Breathe Easy card is Floating. I am floating. Sometimes it is best to decide not to decide just yet. I breathe in the stillness that quiets my worries and the pressures of time. I am filled with the certainty that I will act correctly when the time is right. I breathe out my attachment to outcomes. Well, number two, thank you so much for being here. First of all, number two, I'm honored to offer you your September messages. And here's what we've got coming up for you, number two. Number two, this is a great time for you to maybe consider doing some inner child work. I have to say honestly, I'm not a big fan of the phrase inner child work because I think that it almost suggests that that's separate from ourselves, that we do inner child work in a separated, segregated, we do that at this special time kind of way. But what it really is an opportunity for, a time for, number two, is for loving yourself, embracing yourself, and bringing comfort to your own experience and situation right now. And in order to help you with some challenges that you have going on at this time. So, number two, what I'm getting for you is that right now is a real time of opportunity for you. Now, you can see we've got some baby dragons hatching, emphasis on the baby part, number two. But we have opportunity for you going on right now. Number two, sometimes when we have things happening in our lives, when we've got things going on, when we've got uncertainty, it just feels like a bunch of chaos. But you know, in chaos is opportunity. It's the opportunity for newness. It's the opportunity for trying some things a little differently. It's an opportunity for growth. And so, number two, that's what you've got going on right now in your September. It's a real opportunity for growth. It is time to dig deep, number two, into your own experience and tap into comforting yourself and really fostering your relationship with yourself. Now, this is the rune of partnership, the rune of relationship, also called sometimes the rune of love. What I'm getting for you very clearly, number two, is that it is really time for some self-love. It is really time for some self-comforting. It is really time for some self-pampering, really, if you will. You know, to kind of bring a baby blanket into your experience at this time, to bring a baby blanket to yourself. Bring the baby blanket to yourself in your September, number two. This may indeed involve hanging out with kids. Maybe kids are comforting to you. Maybe they make you laugh. They make you have fun. Maybe you have children or grandchildren that you really enjoy interacting with, playing with, and they just bring out a real sense of joy and even self-love to you, number two. If that's the case, absolutely indeed, get some playtime with the kids. Maybe it might mean holding a baby. Maybe it might mean petting a beloved animal companion or finding some beloved animal companions to pet. Maybe number two, going to a shelter and spending some time with the animals there, petting them, loving them, and just allowing that to be a moment of comfort to yourself. You know, number two, oftentimes when we bring comfort to others, holding the baby, playing with the animal companions, playing with the kids, oftentimes when we bring comfort to others, it indeed brings comfort back to us. And so now is an opportunity for you to bring comfort to others while at the same time bringing comfort to yourself and indeed nourishing that inner child. You know, the inner child, come on, it's time to bring the inner child out and make our inner child our outer child. And so, number two, it's time for not confining quote unquote inner child work to something that is done in separate from our everyday lives. Let's bring childlike wonder and play into our everyday lives, and let's do it in September, number two, from a sense of comfort. You're being encouraged to do it, number two, from a sense of comfort, from a sense of bringing love and kindness and compassion and nurturing to yourself. And so, where is it? Number two. And so bringing this sense of nurturing and care for young people to yourself, number two, for your September. that sense of the need for comfort that you have right now. And what I'm getting for you is an encouragement to, number two, ask yourself how you need comfort in your life right now. Now, what I'm getting for you is that on some level, you absolutely completely get this. And you're like, oh, yes, I definitely need some comfort in my life in this area right now. Christian, you've got it. But I'm also getting the encouragement to encourage you to dig a little deeper and ask yourself what areas of your life maybe might you need some comfort in that you might not immediately recognize. Explore that, number two, throughout your September and work to bring some comfort there. And so, what that might mean, number two, is playing with the kids as a purposeful way of helping to bring you comfort in particular areas of your life, or sitting down with your animal companion and bringing the intention of petting your animal companion or playing with your animal companion or just giving them attention. You know, if you got a spider in an aquarium, watching the spider with the intention to bring comfort to this particular area of your life. So setting the intention while you are doing the play, while you are doing the petting, while you are riding the rides at the amusement park, while you are swinging on the swing. By the way, you don't have to have a kid for that. But while you're doing those things, number two, to purposefully set the intention to bring comfort to particular aspects of your life that need it right now. So using that play as an opportunity, as a growth point for bringing comfort for where you need it in your life right now, number two. You know, number two, we all need comfort. And we all can feel just kind of dashed about by life, right? But we have an infinite number of ways that we can grow and heal through those challenges. And for your September number two, you're being encouraged to do that through children, through play, through grabbing the crayons, grabbing the paints. I don't know, number two, if there's something that you really love to do as a kid and you haven't done that in a long time, you go ahead and do that in September, number two. You're also being encouraged, number two, to just kind of embrace this sense of floating. You know, that's something that I think kids are really good at, is just this sense of just la di da, floating kind of a thing, right? Maybe floating from one game to another, from one thought to another, almost like butterflies. Yes, indeed, number two. It's time to embody the floatiness of the butterfly in September. Just like a kid, just like a butterfly, bring that sense of play and wonder into your September to help you to be comforted as well. Now, you may be hearing this and thinking, well, Christian, to me, comfort means wrapping myself up in a blanket and getting a pedicure. Absolutely go on and do that, number two, in your September. Whatever comfort might mean to you for September, tap into it and bring it. You know, maybe it means hot chocolate with a bunch of marshmallows on top. Maybe it means some cotton candy. I don't know, number two. Whatever it means to you, go on ahead and do it in your September to bring comfort during all of the stuff that's happening for you in your life right now, and to bring some more self-love into your experience right now, in order to help you to grow and to see what's happening for you as an opportunity for digging deep into some more self-love and self-comfort, self-care, and using all of those great childlike, wonderful kinds of ways in order to do it. So number 2, I'm sending lots of blessings and best wishes to your September. Number 2, if this was helpful, please do like, please do share, send to a friend, subscribe, or number 2, if you hated it, send it to an enemy too. Comment below, let us know what you are. Number 2, even let us know how you are going to engage in that sense of comfort and self-love during your September. Number 2, I'm sending lots of blessings and best wishes for your September 2023. Greetings, number 3. Welcome, number 3, to your September 2023 messages. Number 3, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card is Temperance. Temperance, number 3. Oh, yes, number 3. I've got clear things coming up for you on this card. But first, your angel card for September is Adriana, who says, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Thank you, Adriana, very much. Wow, okay. Number 3, yes. Messages here for you as well on this card. Number 3, your Archangel card is Gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon says, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Beautiful, number 3. Open your arms to receive. Always a nice thing to hear. Number 3, your Viking rune for September is the rune of fertility. The rune of fertility. Absolutely. And number 3, your Breathe Easy card is intuition. I am intuitive. Whether you call it a gut feeling, flying by the seat of your pants, or having spirit guides whisper to you, there's no denying that intuition should be a part of every decision. I breathe in the guidance I need. I am filled with intuition. I breathe out skepticism. Wonderful. Number 3. So number 3, here's what I have coming up for you very clearly for your September. Number 3, you've got some scattered energies going on right now, and you're really being encouraged to find some balance in your experience right now. Now, number 3, one of the things that's going to help you get some balance right now is that intuition and tapping into that intuition at this time. Now, number 3, here's what's really fascinating about your reading. Number 3, we've got the 3 going on here with temperance. Number 3, we've got 3 people right here in this card. Number 3, we have the rune of fertility, which I don't know about you, looks quite a bit like infinity, doesn't it? And so number 3, we've got a lot of 3s for you this month. I don't know, number 3. In September, number 3 might just be your lucky number. But we've got a lot of 3s going on here. And what's fascinating about number 3 is the balance of number 3. You know, if you look at a triangle, for instance, there are 3 points on the triangle. And a triangle is a balanced figure. And so number 3, you may want to be taking encouragement from the number 3, from the triangle, from the infinity symbol at this time to really help you to focus your intuition, to tap into your intuition, to help bring those scattered energies into focus. You know, number 3, something like meditation, meditating on the infinity symbol, meditating on the number 3, meditating on I don't know, the Viking rune of fertility and that idea of infinity really might help to bring into focus right now, number three, some of those scattered energies that have been going on for you. You know, you're being encouraged, number three, to recognize that those scattered energies are in and of themselves, even though they may not feel like it, in and of themselves, yes, indeed, they are a gift. And they are a gift because they are an opportunity for us to really ask ourselves what really matters and what it is we really want to focus on. And so, what that means, number three, is that in your September, with the scattered energies that are going on and the encouragement that you have to bring in more balance, it's an excellent opportunity. It's a fertile time for you to be asking yourself what really matters. You know, as a matter of fact, number three, you may want to ask yourself, what three things matter most to me right now? And paring everything down, the scattered energies and the things going on, paring it down to three things. One, two, three. To help you find balance, to help you focus in, and to help you move forward in your September through those scattered energies. So asking yourself, how is all of the scattered energies actually really a gift right now? How are the energies themselves a gift to really help you get more focused, to really help you get serious? I don't know why I'm getting the word serious, number three, but serious is there. To help you get serious about what matters most, to indeed, number three, help lead you in the direction that you need to go, to help lead you toward what it is you really want. So, asking yourself, number three, what are those three things? And asking yourself, what is going to bring you balance at this time? Or maybe even not so much bring you balance, number three, as help you to create balance. It's time, number three, to create a little bit more balance in your experience right now. And to ask yourself maybe what is going to help you to create balance. Asking yourself maybe what three things can you do to help you create more balance in your experience right now, and asking yourself how your tuition can assist you with that, and how you can tap into your intuition to assist you with that at this time. So, number three, taking some time to just allow tapping into your intuition and allowing it to guide you on finding balance, creating balance, on what those three things are that are going to help you to really focus in right now, on um, finding the answers to help you move forward. And so, number three, it's a powerful month for you in terms of that number three. I'm getting the encouragement for you to be on the lookout for number threes throughout your September, number three, to be on the lookout for the ways that the number three might show up and the messages that the number three might be bringing you through your intuition. You know what's really fascinating, number three, is that this is the rune of fertility, but it's coming up very clearly, number three, as intuition for you for September. And so I keep talking about intuition and looking at this rune as it's about intuition, even though this is the rune of fertility. So it's a fertile time for you, number three, to be tapping into your intuition and to be listening to it and allowing it to guide you throughout your September. So, number three, definitely a time for you to be asking yourself how to rein in some of those scattered energies. What three things might be able to help you do that? What three things might you want to be focusing on in September to help further bring in those energies and to direct them? What are all of the gifts in the scattered energy? So, what are the blessings here? And number three, as we open ourselves up to our intuition, as we bring in scattered energies and focus and direct them, indeed, gifts come to us as well. And so, number three, not only is the scatteredness itself a gift, because it's an opportunity to really ask yourself what matters, but number three, gifts indeed come from the reining in of those scattered energies and of the directing them and moving forward. So allow your intuition to help guide you. Allow the angels to help guide you. Don't hesitate to call upon them. They are here to assist as well. Archangel Sandalphon is here to assist. All of the angels, your guides, are here to assist as well. You may indeed, as I mentioned, number three, want to be meditating on the number three and want to be meditating on the triangle and symbols of three. Three is a very, very powerful number. Three shows up in all kinds of ways, in spiritual traditions, in spirituality, in religions, and just in all kinds of ways. And so, an encouragement for you to notice the threes this month, number three, even in unexpected ways. And so, not even just the number three, but in symbols, in, like, hey, there are three people right here kinds of ways, in pictures, in discussions, in just seeing groups of three things. See what might be available in the number three for you this month, number three, and any messages that might be there with those threes. So, wow, number three, September, is also the 9th month of the year, which is three times. Number three, definitely look to the threes this month for your September. Absolutely, it might be a great point of meditation for you. So, number three, I'm sending lots of blessings to your number 3 month of the 9th month of the year, the 3 times 3 month of September, for bringing in those energies, for creating balance. Number three, creating balance, even creating it based on number three, the number three, but creating balance, for helping you to really bring in those scattered energies and move forward towards the things that it is you truly do want. When we focus in on what it is we truly want, we can eliminate or decrease the things that really we don't want, or that we don't that don't serve us as well. So focus in on those three things. Focus in on the number three. It's a great opportunity. A great opportunity for you, number three, to really be tapping into your own intuition and allowing it to lead and guide you. And the number three is here to support you this month as well, number three. So number three, I'm sending you can't make this stuff up, number three, right? It's crazy. I'm sending you lots of blessings and best wishes for your 3 times 3 month of September, number three, for the balance, for the intuition, and for the moving forward with all of that. Number three, if this was helpful for you, please do like. Please do share. Please do send to a friend. Number three, if you hated it, send it to an enemy too. Wherever, whatever. All of the sharing and the sending actually really does help to spread the messages to others. And number three, drop it down below for us and let us know that you are number three. Even number three, drop it down below for us if throughout the month of September you find some interesting threes coming up for you during your month. Number 3, I'm sending lots of blessings and best wishes for your number 3 September.